So that last album was like the bomb, you know.
Thank you.
Very, 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 very quite artistic. I would definitely say. It's still my fave. You
Good.
know,
I love that.
still in
I love that idea.
rotation.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this is what number album is this?
Maybe 6, 7.
Okay.
I really lost count because I'm just
Okay.
you know
Kicking
pushing
it
out.
out.
I'm just
Okay.
pushing out music at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Thank you.
So what advice would you give people getting into the music business?
Man, that's a great question. First off, you have to understand I'm an independent artist.
Okay.
Okay.
So exactly what does that mean?
That means that you have to do everything on your own. You know, there's no financial institution that is giving you dollars for your work. Like you have to provide that income on your own. So when it comes to music videos, you got to produce your own music videos. When it comes to studio time, you got to do your own studio time. When it comes to distribution, you got to do your own distribution. You got to do your own marketing. You have to do your own everything. And the unique skills that I possess is that one, I'm an engineer. Okay, I built my own studio. It's a home studio, but I built it.
Amazing.
I'm a songwriter. I'm a music producer. I'm a videographer, graphic designer, photographer.
Yeah.
Like I have to know everything, and I know how to set up stages, lighting. I have my own,
Okay.
everything.
You see it. Okay. Look.
And for those who are interested in becoming inside the music business, you have to understand that it's very important that you do these things on your own, because once you start getting into those label talks, then you can be able to understand all the moving pieces that go into music distribution or into promotions or into the studio or whatever. So my advice to someone who is trying to get in there is one, build a home studio.
Gotcha.
Okay. It doesn't take much to get the basics. But one of the things that you really need is a workhorse computer. You have to have some type of computer that can hold the technology that you are trying to get onto your computer. So if you can get a workhorse computer, get a workhorse computer, because that is going to make sure that your career can sustain a couple years. Gotcha. Until you can, get that money. Two,
Okay.
get you a microphone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get you an interface.
Yeah.
Get you some headphones.
Okay. The right ones too. Make sure you got the right adapter. Just make sure you got the right adapter. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Fix my collar.
Okay, fix that collar, because that adapter it don't work. It don't work.
It can be heard. It can be heard. One side, but it can be heard.
Hey, my adapter's working good.
Rub it in. Get a good adapter, basically, is what he's saying.
But you need to build a home studio. For me, I have I got the headphones, I got the microphone, I got the interface. But because I'm a producer, and I'm not suggesting everybody do the things that I do, because my skill set I think is pretty high.
It is. And I'm not just saying that. Like, seriously. Just go listen to this music.
You got to listen to it.
I'm just saying.
But for me, I thought it was very important for me to engineer, to learn how to engineer. And the reason why I wanted to engineer is because I wanted to be the one who can shape the sound of the record. I wanted to make sure the kick punches, the bass punches. I want to make sure my voice goes from left to right or up and down.
And that's what happens.
Exactly.
You give a whole experience.
Of course.
Yeah.
And that is some of the things that I suggest. So get you a home studio, because once you get your home studio up and running, you can create forever until your computer breaks down.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and it doesn't cost you. You don't have to worry about studio time. You don't have to worry about you got the idea in your head, you want to put it down, but you can't because the studio closed or it's too expensive. Like,
Right.
save up a couple $100. You can get a relatively cheap microphone for like less than $100.
Okay.
You can get an interface for about $100. Microphone, I mean, headphones, I mean, that's under $100.
Yeah.
The main thing that you can get software for free. Like the engineering software, you can get that stuff for free. The main thing that you're going to be paying for is that computer piece that you don't have, and beats if you're going to look for beats.
Yeah.
Right. I offer beats, but only to a select few people, because only a select few people really know me like that.
Gotcha.
But those are some of the things. But the real important portion of this music business thing is to make sure you understand the music business, right? Make sure you understand who your PROs are, like ASCAP and BMI, because those are the ones who's going to collect your royalties. So if you don't know who they are, get on that. Know how to distribute your music, like TuneCore, DistroKid, CD Baby. These are just a couple. They're United Masters. Like these platforms are there for you to distribute your music to Spotify, iTunes, whoever. You understand that portion of it. Understand Sound Exchange. Understand Harry Fox. Understand ISRC codes. Like this is the music business that people are not talking about, because they don't want you to know the education, or they just don't like want to tell you about it. Like you have to understand those portions of the music business so you know how to get paid. Like a lot of people don't know that you need a cue sheet for your music to go inside of a movie or a TV show. Right? You don't know that because nobody's out there telling you, hey, get you a cue sheet. Go to your PRO and talk to them. Like you can get on the phone with ASCAP and BMI all the time. And they love answering questions.
Yeah.
They're not gonna give you legal advice.
Right.
But and you want to make sure you are a business. Similar to some of the things that you had stated before, you want to get you an LLC. You want to get you a tax ID number because you want to be legit.
Right.
You want to have those pieces set up so you can, handle business under your artist name.
Right.
So like I said, my advice was, get you a home studio. You can get that relatively cheap. And then get yourself the business, learn the business. I wish I could reference a book. I don't have it. It's in my head. It's like everything you need to know about the music industry. Like, you can Google these things, but the book will tell you about managers and business managers and road managers and touring managers and and like the entertainment lawyer and what the publisher's supposed to do and what the songwriters are supposed to do. Like, you got to understand that the biggest piece, that if I have to leave you with something, is learn how to fill out a song split sheet and do that before you leave the studio. That's all I can say. It is very important to do that song split sheet, because what happens is you might be in a songwriting session and your boy or your homegirl might be like, da 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 da, I like that. Da 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 da, I like that. And then you using that in your song, then down the line they like, it's a hit, and you like, yo, I wrote that. Like, I want my money. Get the song split sheet, because it's very important.
Very important.
To handle the business. And my practice is that I kind of like handle the business like after the song, because we don't know who's gonna come in and say what. But my advice, once again, get your home studio, learn the business, get a business, get your business license, and practice, because you're gonna get better and better each and every time you write a song. But if you can't get one song off the ground, how you plan to get 500 songs off the ground? Like, you gotta put in those hours. You gotta practice. You gotta start writing them songs, and you gotta just keep experimenting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the independent know this, that the independent route is not easy. It's not easy, and it is fucking capital intensive until you get to the level that you want to be. So I don't want to sugarcoat that and say, oh yeah, you could go get you $100 this and
It's hard work.
capital intensive.
Yeah.
Capital intensive. Ain't no hard work, but capital. If you don't got the capital, it's tough.
And you're gonna have to work hard to get the capital.
Capital intensive.
Okay, capital intensive.
Yes.
So no.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. You got anything else?
No.
Okay.